Today's horoscope, Virgo February 1st, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Uranus has just turned direct after nearly 5 months of retrograde motion, and in the weeks ahead, you're renewing your motivation to put your spiritual beliefs into action. Your general faith in life and the universe increases. It's easier to make meaningful changes with this shift. You're more courageous about learning and sharing as you advance. This change of direction also gives extra punch to your work, health, and routines, which is helpful with the new moon energizing these matters just 2 days ago. Today, life has a way of complicating the little things, mainly by pitting your diverging interests against one another. In particular, your work and health goals can be difficult to achieve with relationships distracting you. You can experience some temporary indecision or a state of imbalance. Watch today for agreeing to something just to make a problem go away temporarily. It's tempting, but keep in mind that you're borrowing from your future. As the heavens shift and the wheel of life turns on, the planets dance back and forth. Whether they are direct or awake or retrograde, also known as asleep, we can see how they are affecting our lives and the global human collective. Since 2018, electric Uranus, the Great Awakener, has slid back and forth through the gardens of a fellow Earth sign. The outer planets are always known to spend long periods, sometimes almost half the year, in a retrograde phase. Recently, Uranus woke up and will continue to gain strength and speed in the many months to come. Figure out what you want to do long term. Reflect on what professional path you wish to take and what that may entail. You might have to adjust your commitments based on your career path, as the moon in Pisces conjuncts Saturn in Pisces and squares Jupiter retrograde in Gemini. It will not be easy to let go of some projects, responsibilities, and working relationships. However, you will not be successful if you have too much on your plate. Take something away so you can focus on the commitments that truly matter for your chosen career path. The aspect of the day gives you the opportunity to slow down and look within. Whether or not you take the time to do this is up to you. Knowing how you feel is a very important asset, though it is not exactly easy all the time. In fact, you may experience resistance from other people in your efforts to explore your feelings. A good way to find out what you feel is in quiet meditation, or a virtual yoga class will do. Don't worry if you have a lot to do on this day. This day, it is sure to see you energetic and raring to go. Don't waste any time. Make your to-do list and start checking the chores off one by one. You'll find that you are able to get things done much more quickly than usual, leaving you a little extra time to spend with the family this evening. While the moon's departure from your work sector today brings the new moon here to a close, not before giving work and job matters the green light and a tailwind you can continue to take advantage of. It is just as the moon leaves that a friendly aspect to the sun here in Jupiter, in his final days in retrograde motion in your career sector peaks, and just as the final breaks are taken off this new professional year. Meanwhile, the moon's return to your communication sector today adds to what was already a stunning day on the communication and relationship fronts. In a case of perfect timing, the moon not only returns to your relationship sector in time to ensure you are emotionally engaged and aware moving into Venus, the planet of love's final days here, but just as her friendly aspect to Juno in your communication sector peaks. Over the next few days, support for Venus and your relationships is set to reach an all-time high, with a whole new sense of what's possible emerging and everything needed to keep the communication lines open. Daily Planetary Overview. Doubt can be a tricky thing. It clouds judgment, makes decisions feel heavier, and creates uncertainty where there doesn't need to be any. But here's the thing: doubt is often a signal that you care deeply about the outcome, and that's not a bad thing. Have you ever noticed how, after giving yourself space to reflect, clarity eventually comes? Right now, even if answers seem just out of reach, trust that with time and patience, you'll see things more clearly. The moment will come when confidence replaces hesitation, and you'll be able to move forward with certainty. And when that happens, you'll not only find the right path for yourself but also be able to navigate situations in a way that benefits those around you. Compromise and understanding will be essential, and by considering different perspectives, you may discover solutions that work better than you originally imagined. Impatience, however, may be one of the greatest challenges right now. When expectations are high, it's easy to feel frustrated when things don't unfold as quickly as you'd like. But remember, some of the most meaningful successes come from careful planning and steady effort. Have you ever rushed into something only to wish you had taken more time to think it through? Right now, restraint will serve you well. Avoid making impulsive decisions or jumping to conclusions, especially when dealing with others. Misunderstandings are more likely when emotions are heightened, so take a step back before reacting. Be open to hearing others out, even if their perspectives differ from yours. Some of the best insights come from unexpected places, and allowing room for discussion and collaboration will ultimately work in your favor. Despite these emotional ups and downs, there is a powerful energy of achievement in the air. When you align yourself with patience and clarity, you'll notice that one success leads to another. Your ability to work with others will be a major strength now, and you may even gain the attention of people who recognize your potential. Have you ever experienced a moment when your efforts were finally noticed, and it led to opportunities you never expected? That kind of energy is present now. If you're given a chance to step into something new, trust yourself enough to explore it. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Growth often happens in the spaces where we feel slightly uncertain. The most important thing is to approach any decision with confidence rather than fear. If something in your current situation isn't working, now is the time to reassess your perspective. When you change your mindset, you also change the way you approach challenges. Instead of getting stuck in old ways of thinking, consider how adopting a new outlook might bring you closer to success. It's easy to fall into the habit of blaming external circumstances or even other people when things go wrong, but real growth happens when you're open to learning about yourself. What is this moment teaching you? What can you do differently moving forward? Reflection will be your greatest tool in navigating any difficulties that arise. This period may also bring unexpected challenges in business or financial matters. You might feel like your plans aren't gaining the traction you'd hoped for, or that others aren't seeing the value in what you're proposing. This can be frustrating, but don't let temporary setbacks make you question your path. Rushing to prove yourself or forcing something to work before it's ready could create unnecessary difficulties. Instead, take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Have you ever had a time when stepping away from a problem actually brought you the clarity you needed to solve it? That's the kind of approach that will work best for you right now. Keep a cool head, be strategic in your actions, and trust that things will fall into place when the timing is right. With all of these shifts happening, self-care is essential. Stress and uncertainty can take a toll, but finding moments of relaxation and renewal will help restore balance. You don't need a grand escape or an elaborate self-care routine sometimes. The simplest things can make the biggest difference. A long bath, calming music, or losing yourself in a good book can work wonders. What's something small that brings you peace? Make time for it. Pay attention to your well-being and be mindful of how certain habits, whether it's overeating, excessive screen time, or other distractions, affect your energy. Finding balance in your daily routine will help you feel more grounded and ready to handle whatever comes your way. At the heart of it all, this moment is about trusting yourself, embracing change, and recognizing that growth happens even in moments of uncertainty. You have more resilience than you realize, and with the right mindset, you'll find that even challenges can lead to breakthroughs. Where in your life do you feel ready for a shift? What are you hoping to create for yourself? Trust that you have everything you need to move forward. The universe is guiding you, and all you have to do is take the next step with confidence.